And so this is, I have been burning the midnight oil. I met my minimum billing requirement for the month last week. So, yeah, I've got a bunch of dictation to do today because I've attended 8 depositions in the past week, I believe. I've got to get those summaries prepared, and I'll most likely finish those off while I'm on the plane. So that I can finish out the month. But I hopefully have covered everything that could potentially happen while I'm gone. But Zoom is a wonderful thing, and we'll see how well the mobile office works from 10,000 miles away. Doesn't work too bad being at the farm. Doesn't work too bad being in the garage. But we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out while I'm down there. But anyway, everyone have a great day. I am going to train some today, and I'm going to obviously dictate a lot. So have March 22nd, I am going out to the farm. I am 3 days away from getting on a jet airplane and flying to Queensland, Australia. This is a trip I was supposed to do back in 2020, but obviously that did not happen, and I have travel vouchers that I need to use, otherwise they expire, and I'm out several $1,000s. So working on the international hotspot, brought a new laptop, so hopefully I'm not going to miss much work, but I am going to enjoy this trip, and I am going to enjoy doing this because it's on my bucket list. I've wanted to compete at events other than the World Easter Show for many, many years, and I'm going to Katoomba, and then I'm spending some time with a good friend, Gerald Buells, at his place in Kilcoy, Queensland, Australia. And so, and I'll probably, get to do a lot of cool stuff, maybe a little bit of red stag hunting, mostly working on axes if I had to guess, but yeah. Here I was hoping to avoid work rabbit holes, and boy, went down one hard this morning. So, and this morning and this afternoon. Yeah, been on the phone with engineers for hours, understanding a process that didn't come to me intuitively. And if I didn't understand it intuitively, I couldn't explain it to somebody else. And so that's the reason why it took a little bit. But that's the reason why you pay people smarter than you to help you explain things to the normal person. So, yeah, now I'm going to chop and saw before I go nuts. Got a 15-inch sugar maple. I don't give a shit. Whatever happens, happens. I think whatever technical issues I've been working on have pretty much well set in. And so today's training and tomorrow's training will be just, honestly, me having a little bit of fun because I've worked a lot of hours thus far this year to be able to do this trip. So here we go. That stuff is hard. Good training though. Has a lot of freaking hits. Yeah, so I'll take it for what it's worth. I mean, like, That's pretty damn good, honestly. The back side of this has got a limb right here, so I'm using my knot cutter, and this is just swings. No, there's no way to have expectations on a log like this, frankly. So let's have some fun. Let's get my hands together, top swing, and give her all I got. Not much hinge, but I don't think I could have drove any wood in that anyway. So I don't think I got a 10-inch chestnut oak with a bunch of friendlies in it. Right there, you can actually stick a finger in that friendly. And then I got another friendly. Doesn't really matter, right here in the back scarf. So knot cutter on this log, and after that freaking silver maple, I am freaking feeling it. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I want to put a bigger front in the last chestnut oak I cut, so probably going to go 14 in the front, I'd say, and then I'd say comparable in the back. Maybe put 3 drives up because it's hard as a bull's forehead. I stopped on that because, frankly, that thing is fucking hard. Holy shit. I'm going to tighten it back up and finish the back. Man, that's firm wood. Got a 41.5-inch white pine. I'm using an axe that I've never actually used. I think it's an old Tuatahi that basically is 7 3/4 by 7 3/4 pre-stamp. So it's got some age on it, and I'm pretty sure I had this reground by Rob Spry a couple years ago. Never used it, frankly, that I'm aware of. But anyway, see what happens. See what happened. Dog-legged. When I don't do my jump turn, I get off cement and I miss my marks. But got to correct that. Very disappointed in that. And the reason why it happened was because I missed my lines in the front, and so my scarves didn't line up. And that's called dog-legging. It happens. The log would have came off if I would have just started beating it straight in, but it was obviously not an efficient cut. But so here we go. Let's do this. I'm going to cut a 12-inch. It's a 37.5-inch Steel Series size pine. And heck with it. I'm going to use the same axe I just used in the underhand because I thought it sounded pretty good in that wood. And all these trees that I got here recently have a red side in them, which basically means it's sort of crisp. It's sort of dense.
And so I'm not even sure where I put it at in this log. Normally I would put that in a corner so that I'm not cutting it full on. But I frankly don't know where it's at in this log. There that is. There's 8, beautiful 8 in the front. And then this red stuff I was talking about, one side of the tree, put it all in the back. You know, probably could have put some more slope on these hits, but don't think it would have mattered much. That red stuff is pretty stout. Okay, this is another 41-inch log. I'm gonna try and not dogleg this one. And so, yeah, this is gonna be a little bit more deliberate. And so I'm going to use the same axe that is used in the underhand and the standing because I like the way it sounded in the wood. And I, again, don't have a clue where I put the red at. It's not in the foothold, so maybe I'm not going to be hitting it full bore. I hope it's in the bottom, which is where I would put it if I were cutting it as an underhand. Shit. Did it again. What do we learn from this? First, needed another driver in the bottom of this. All right, because that was 10. Needed an 11th hit in the bottom. And then, remember the red crap I told you about? So that obviously is the entire back. And that's the, yeah. So live and learn. It's all part of the process. Got to learn how to cut the logs. Damn it. Hate when I mess up. That's red as shit. Frustrating when you make mistakes, and I know the reason why I'm making that mistake. And so tomorrow I'm coming back out, and I've already dictated a bunch of crap. I got to edit that tomorrow. I'm going to dictate some more stuff and work on that tomorrow morning, and then I'll chop in the afternoon, and hopefully I'll get this sorted out. But it's the reason why you train. Everything happens for a reason, and the reason for me doing the dog leg is because A, I'm not cutting enough under the front, and B, I'm not being strategic in where I'm placing that red wood, and C, I may be just trying to over race a little bit. And so tomorrow, hopefully I will correct that, and that's all you can expect. And so, yeah, one more standing block until hopefully the wife gets out here and we actually do some Jack and Jill training. I don't know if she'll let me share that. This thing is actually 39 inches. It's bigger than the wood that we cut on a series, and it's bigger than the logs we cut at Webster. So may take some more hits, and again, it all depends on where this redwood's at. I just set these up and I'm cutting them, and you need to be thoughtful and really plan how you cut logs. So fun fact about my dad, he was very good and skilled at reading the wood that we cut in competition, and so he taught me that over the years. And sometimes you forget those things. It's not that I forget it, just don't pay attention when I'm training. But now that I know this about this wood, I'm gonna start being a little bit more thoughtful.